Welcome. It's the Vanilla Racing Broadcast, Episode 8. I'm Wes Williams. Jason Crane, Chase Stallo are with me today, and we will be discussing the Vurb Shred Tour coming soon to Lincoln Trail Motorsports, Casey, Illinois. After that, we got our man Luther coming on board. He's going to tell us what he might or might not jump off of this year. Maybe the world's biggest taco. What do you guys think about that? It could happen.
Let's talk about it.
And then we're going to talk about something pretty epic, the Yamaha Edit Contest. You guys remember this from 2013-14? It used to be the Alias Edit Contest. Now it's the Yamaha Edit Contest. Big news coming up. Stay tuned.
Did I wear this last time?
Yeah, you did.
Is no one wearing a jersey?
Crane, I think you've been wearing that for like 4 days.
Whoa! Where did that come from?
Gotta wear a jersey.
Something to say.
Wow.
I can't say the rest of the lyrics, but
And I love this song.
Hey,
It is a good
dude,
song.
Ashton. Shout out to our boy Ashton.
Ashton Hamill, Another Year Unknown. Check them out on Spotify. This is such a sick song. They got a lot of sick songs.
It really is. The lyrics are good too.
Does this get you in the mood or what?
It does.
I'm pumped.
I'm feeling
pumped,
anxious.
boys.
I'm feeling anxious.
Little blink, little
man.
blinkish.
I got the fade this time,
Yeah,
guys.
you would think that might be a bit of an influence for them. Blink?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
We were
I like
looking
it, though.
today. Is Blink's coming around here. Seattle, you said?
Seattle, LA.
I mean, it's
Tool
it's
is coming to Nampa. We might have to go live
From the Tool
at
concert.
Tool concert.
Wow, Hunter Lawrence would be hyped.
Oh, can we invite Hunter to the Tool concert?
Yeah.
And then he comes and does the broadcast.
Something like that, I'm sure.
I would like that.
I know Lucas listens.
He's not busy at all.
No.
So I'm sure he'll come.
Well, I know Lucas listens, so
Yeah.
hey, Lucas,
Lucas
help us out,
listens to the broadcast or Tool or both.
Probably both.
Definitely one of them.
both.
Definitely one of them.
Definitely one.
Definitely one of them. We're not saying which one though.
Well, hey guys, welcome back. Vurb Racing Broadcast, Vanilla Racing Broadcast, rather.
Yes.
Like I said, I'm Wes, Jason. We got Chase Stallo down there. Today's episode brought to you by Vurb Shred Tour.
Yeah.
Let's go with that.
It's a great tour.
Right? It is a great tour.
Well, we started with Tool, all these bands that go on tours. We also have a tour.
Dude, we're just connecting the
It's
dots over here. That's
just
what happened.
connecting,
That's
man.
what
I'm just happy to be back, guys. I didn't know if I was gonna be invited back after all the demerits last time.
You definitely did get a
9
lot
demerits.
today.
If you guys didn't notice, I am the best dad ever.
I'm Volcom.
Yeah, welcome.
And I'm
Welcome.
cracking this beer.
Oh, good for you. Good for you.
Crane. Well, let's,
Are you
let's stay
over
on
there
track.
drinking coffee and beer, Chase?
Well, the beer was for just in case I needed it later. It's just for looks. I'm hoping to get Coors on.
Okay, hey, that'd be sweet.
I mean,
Coors,
Coors, reach
Volcom.
out. We like to
Anybody,
drink beer.
let's go.
Yeah, let's
do it.
Go. All right, well, like I said, Casey, Illinois, Lincoln Trail Motorsports, we're heading there. Last year, we had some big things happen. Brett Q jumped off the world's largest rocking chair.
Did you see how excited Steve was?
Oh, it blew his mind.
Blew his mind.
You were live in studio, right?
Yeah,
and just
dude.
blew
And
Steve away.
And everybody was watching live. Mark's pulled it
Oh
up,
my
and he's
God.
like, dude, this is mind-bendingly cool.
I remember Steve just being like, "Oh my God, guys, that's the coolest." Can we? Crane, maybe you can put it in here later. Steve being like, "Dude, that's the freaking coolest thing I've ever seen."
It
Yeah,
really was.
it was.
Man.
How big is that rocking chair, Steve?
Dude. Oh, my God. Yeah, look at it. Huge. So here's Brett Q, very talented rider.
Yeah, and now, obviously, how do you get up on the world's largest rocking chair?
Yeah.
You put it on a lift.
so-
Oh, big things, small town. Casey, Illinois.
World's just largest golf tee.
There it is.
Look at that.
There's a lot of damn people, huh? So I gave you a little taste. Yeah.
Dude, I'm not doing that.
So the full clip we'll probably put out Thursday or Friday.
So
but you know,
no practice runs. He's just was eyeballing it.
Eyeballing it one time only, and there you go.
And the whole town came out. Almost,
The
I think, half the state of
entire
Illinois.
I think we
Town.
had 4,500 people there watching.
That's actually insane.
Well,
That's pretty cool.
well, it's funny. We were at the track and we're like,
That was actually terrifying. I almost there was really not as much room to go as I thought.
we're going there and it's like, there's gonna be like 10, 15 people, and dude, the streets were lined.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh my God, like, what the?
Yeah.
What is going
so
on?
Casey, Illinois is called Small Things, Big Town.
Yes.
Or Big Things, Small Town.
Something like that.
Big Things, Small Town. That is
Big
a
Things, Small
hashtag.
Town, yes.
Okay, so they have all kinds of stuff. World's largest rocking chair, which we already
Yes.
saw last year. World's largest mailbox.
Yes. Golf tee?
golf
Golf
teeter
club?
totter,
Yeah, it's-
golf club, taco.
If you're ever driving through, it's a must stop, and like
It's about 4 hours from where I grew up at. I'm pretty sure I raced there. I definitely rode there back in the day.
It's a good place to ride.
It's funny. I completely forgot about all the world's biggest shit there.
I wonder if they had all the world's biggest shit there.
I
Yeah.
just went to the dirt bike.
I mean, it must have taken forever to build the world's largest rocking chair.
Oh, dude.
I mean, it is so massive. It's
It was
Guinness,
like
Guinness
900
Book of World Records.
what didn't we do it against like dogs or something like Greyhound or what did we do?
69 golden retrievers
69
tall.
golden retrievers.
Shout
69
Shout
golden
out Jeff
retrievers.
Simpson for coming up with that one.
Yeah,
That was
good job, Jeff.
Yeah, great job, Jeff.
Hold on, what can we get?
we can give him a clap with our new and improved soundboard here.
Oh,
Look at that.
Crane is trying to work his way
So
back.
anyways,
I really am.
You know, after Brett Q paid us to do that last year, I think he's out. So Luther, one of our great friends, Motorcross Luther, we met him there a few years ago. He's got quite a unique style. I haven't really figured out what
LBZ?
Luther does or his real shtick yet. I don't know, but he's
It's like him and Vurb Slaw Dog. Like no one knows who the hell these dudes are.
I think Luther, like your sunglasses game is pretty good, but Luther's
Luther's
sunglasses game is so
his
good.
do-rag.
He has
do-rag.
the coolest gear from like 1990. He goes like garage sales or something and buys his bikes and gear there, and then comes out and he's actually pretty damn fast.
He's
But
really fast.
I texted him. I was like, "Hey man, I know you haven't we haven't talked in a while because I don't
Yeah.
think I've seen him since last
Last
year
year?
there."
Yeah.
And I was like, "What have you been up to?" And I guess he had to sell his bike, and he's he's a trash man. So, anyways, we're gonna call him, get the update because
let's
he
get it.
is coming this year, and he wants to jump off something. But I'm like, dude, I don't
We'll
know.
figure
that-
it out today.
I don't know that Luther's skill level is
Well, the-
quite
gonna-
ready
no, I
ready
mean,
for the
The
world's largest
the L
mailbox.
and LBZ is for Luther, right?
Yes.
Pretty
has to
sure.
be.
It has to be.
It has to
Well,
be.
we're gonna figure out today what he's jumping off of, and yeah.
Either way,
Fine.
so Lincoln Trail, we have 2 days of racing, 1 day of practice. We're going to do one moto each day, and because of that, I called Drew the other day and I was like, "Hey man, we need to have a Suron class, and bikes class, so you can have a Suron or Talaria, okay?
Oh,
You know who's racing that?
Oh yeah.
me.
And
you.
then we got another Instagram user that was super hyped on my Michael Lessie, Davey Millsap's trailback post, trail bike post rather.
Okay.
And he wrote to me, "Dude, how cool would it be to bring this class back?" And I said, "Drew, let's have a 140cc and under trail bike class."
shut up.
And he said, "We're in." And I said, "That's what the
Dude.
SummerSlam's about. We're going to summer camp. We're bringing horseshoes. We're bringing beanbag toss. We're bringing
Dude, the
all
pit
kinds of great
bike
fun.
racing there last year was mind.
That is right.
Dude.
So
We
we'll do
love
that
some
too.
pit bikes.
people
in the
were
Midwest,
lining
man.
the fence.
Do you think we could do some beer chug races too?
Ooh,
I mean, it is a SummerSlam.
After World Mini, I don't know if you'd be willing.
Oh, come on.
Oh, dude, you got hammered. You know you got hammered.
Come on.
I'm
You
just
gonna
ready
blow
for the
me out
Suron
like that?
race so we can just hear this the whole time.
Oh, very nice.
All the horns, all
Honk,
the horns.
honk, 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 honk. Hey, I guess we're gonna have to do qualifiers within our group. We have two Surons.
We have
and,
two.
and so are we gonna qualify within our group?
Yes.
Those Honda E50s, we just put the new ECU on it, and now it goes about as fast as a Suron does on eco mode, which is too fast for that little bike.
The
but it is.
Gringer CRF E2 with the new ECU, unbelievable fast.
Really?
You have gone so fast around my neighborhood. I couldn't believe it.
Well,
I beat Chase.
I was finally telling Crane, I was like, hey, we should probably like slow down around the neighborhood because we're going like 60.
That's how fast it goes. That's how fast it
Dude,
went.
it's Wes. I don't know if are we calling Luther or should I save this? Should I save this?
Well, I don't know. What are you gonna talk about?
Well, a little Gucci gang. Little Gucci gang. Gucci gang, Gucci
talk
gang.
about the Gucci gang while I
Okay,
call
while
in
you
Luther.
call Luther. So, Wes, your lovely wife, mother of two, and I are in a gang.
No, you're not.
Gucci gang, yes. So we're in the neighborhood last night getting breaks some ice cream. This guy looks at Wes and goes, "Hey, Aubrey and I were both wearing this amazing Vurb."
Oh, stop it! What
And
happens?
he goes, "Hey, are they in a gang? Like a biker gang?" And
He did not.
I swear to God,
No. Oh.
And so we had the Suron, the Honda, all of it parked over there. And Wes looks over and goes, "Yeah, those are their bikes over there."
Dude, that's a pretty hard gang,
And then
man.
the guy, dude, Aubrey's like 5'4", $4?
Well, you guys were both wearing the jacket that you have on right now.
I know.
You
It's
look like you're
so-
in a
Man,
gang.
if I'd
It's a
have been
Gucci
there, what
gang.
would you thought, man? Seeing me?
Oh my God. You would have had the hair out long. Dude. But anyway, so Aubrey and I are in a Gucci gang. We're going to have her on at some point to talk about this. She did not want to do it today. She has to take care of kids while we broadcast. But yeah, Aubrey, myself, gang. Gang
Gang.
members.
Look at this
What's your
board
gang
just
working?
working.
What's your gang going to be called?
Gang affiliated. I don't know yet.
You don't have any ideas? Like, you've had a whole day to think about this.
I've had
Luther, you better answer.
Luther,
Luther.
I swear on my life.
Great radio, bro.
Oh my God, our retention rate just dropped by 69%.
Luther, what the fuck?
Luther?
Hey.
Luther?
Yeah. How's it going, guys?
Hey, dude, you're live here on the Vanilla Racing broadcast, VurbMoto style. You remember me, your buddy Wes,
Your buddy Chase.
and I don't think we've seen you for a whole year, Luther. I'm glad you were coming
you're
on
alive.
and alive, coming on and alive.
Yeah. Hey, guys. So this is that. I commented on that video you guys posted a little bit ago. It's just that the show you guys are putting on.
That's it. That's
It's
it,
the
dude.
one.
Well,
And now you're
awesome.
live on it. You're like our third guest, dude.
Luther, we have to figure out what you're jumping off of. This is why
What do
we're
you mean?
calling you.
Hey, let's get to that at the end.
Okay,
I haven't
okay.
talked to Luther in almost a year, dude. I want to know what
I'm
you've been
sure
up to.
people
you
in the
been, bud?
broadcast
You were going hard on social there for a while. You had like a YZ250 and then you disappeared, dude. What's up?
Yeah. I kind of spaced out a little bit when after we did that shred tour. That was seriously a blast that last year. I spaced
You
out a
raced.
little bit.
It was a big race for you, dude. Like your first, you raced what 250D, and you got the whole shot one moto, didn't you?
Yeah, the beginner, yeah. It was seriously, and it wasn't even really going out there and winning and stuff. It was just more or less fun and being behind the gate for the first time. And yeah, I'm still actively riding and stuff. I just haven't been on the social stuff for a little while because, it's a little bit political on the social stuff, and people kind of take away from me just getting into riding and having fun, and people get serious about it, and I've just been having a good time riding my dirt bike.
That's so. What?
It's a shame.
Yeah, it is a shame, dude. Like,
Hey, can we get do we have a cry?
Is that what the motocross audience does to you, man? Like, hey.
Oh no, I'm getting back into it. I went back to Lincoln Trail. Like 2 weeks ago, and because I knew you guys are planning that tour, and I guess I haven't really told you guys yet, but I'm planning on coming back to that.
Yes,
we were
dude.
hoping you were, man.
We were definitely hoping.
Yep.
Does
Yeah.
Luther
So
fired
I'm
up
for sure making a. Go ahead.
So
Oh,
hey,
no, we were
so
right.
hey,
Do you hear that dirt bike music in the background? That noise?
that dirt bike
No.
music?
Oh,
bummer.
It's because we're too loud. Well, hey, Luther, last year I got you front row seats to Brett Q jumping out the world's largest rocking chair. Tell me about that experience.
Yeah.
Was that unreal or what?
Listen, I'm going to be honest, guys. I was, when we were talking about that, and you guys were talking about jumping off the rocking chair and like standing on the bottom, I was like, oh yeah, this seems like doable. But I had obviously just been getting into hitting the jumps, and then I got up there, and that was a completely different story. I pretty much told myself right then and there, I was like, yeah, I don't think that I could handle this, not to mention the crowd was super close to the area and had a very slim slowdown time. I gotta give Brett props for that. That was gnarly.
So there was no chance you also would have jumped off the rocking chair had you been up there?
I mean,
I feel like you would
in
have.
the moment, I probably could have been talked into it, But yeah, we didn't talk much about that until, we were kind of joking around about it. I didn't know if anybody was seriously wanting me to get into it.
Well, we are, because we
we're
don't
dead serious,
need to do
Luther.
the rocking chair this year. But dude, there's the world's largest taco, teeter totter,
golf club,
golf tee.
golf tee.
I mean, there's a
Club,
lot of
too.
things. Do you think we can entice you to perhaps jump off the world's largest taco?
I'm sure we could find something.
On a Tuesday?
Listen to the crowd, Luth.
Okay, now I heard the crowd. Now I can
So cool. I mean, dude, I'm hyped to hear you're coming back. So you're gonna shred some laps with us too, then?
Absolutely, yeah.
Cool. What?
Like I said, I've been active riding and stuff, just kind of keeping on my own. But I've stepping away from the social stuff, a little while. It's kind of wanting me to get back into it.
I don't blame you, dude.
I don't want to lose the
You guys
followers,
out there be nice to Luther.
Yeah,
okay?
if they're being
Be
mean, I
nice.
don't blame you,
Luth,
dude.
what bike you on now, man? When I met you at in Iowa at the shred tour there. You were on
that's
a
where
Cowie.
that's also where I met him.
Yeah, you were on a Cowie, man. Do you still have that Cowie, or what are you on now, dude?
I was just kind of borrowing bikes at that time, and then I did get that YZ. That was the first thing that I purchased when I showed up to the shred tour at Lincoln Trail. I did get rid of that. It was causing me some problems. I did blow it up. I did get myself a KTM, one of the newer KTM bikes.
They let you in. They let you in the shop to come buy one.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
Oh yeah. I'm honestly, and it's a night and day difference compared to that Yamaha that I had, and I'm loving it. So that's what I'll be shredding that at the tour for sure.
Yeah, dude. Selling the
buddy.
two-stroke. I love it.
We're stoked to have you back, Luther.
Well, cool,
and
man.
you tell all those internet meanies to leave you alone, buddy.
I'm
Right?
stoked to see you,
Hey,
man.
you know, yeah, go ahead.
I was just saying, I'm stoked to see you, buddy. What color do-rag you got? You still rocking the blue, or you got chrome? I mean,
Dude, yeah, the chrome one, that's pretty legit.
Chrome
and then
dome.
I got a couple more. I like to stockpile them. I was thinking about bringing a handful of sets this time, and
Nice.
because last time at Lincoln Trail, kids were asking buy the one off my head, and
Oh, wow.
I
You
was
could have
like,
made some money,
that's the only
Luther.
one I got here, so I figure I better come with backup. this time.
We could have had a bidding war, Luther.
I don't think we should reveal what color your hair is.
No, it's like
That's
the
good.
South Park
Yeah, that's
characters.
So
It's
go.
short now. I know I've had
Wow.
long hair for a long time, but I cut the hair
Wow.
short.
Well, the internet meanies probably made you do.
So it's crazy though.
Yeah.
Let's back up to the Iowa Shred Tour there at Riverside Raceway 2 years ago.
Yeah.
There was this guy in the do-rag, and nothing against you, Luther, but you know it's not very commonplace at the dirt bike track. So I thought this dude was messing around, and I went up and I was like, "Hey man, you want to do some video?" And he said yes.
Yep.
And the more
Oh, yeah.
we did it, the more I realized Luther is
just
really
Luther.
Luther.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that stuff was fun to me. You know, like.
Well, you won that
Filming.
practice, right?
Oh yeah, but I was just like I really enjoyed filming. I really enjoyed kind of being incognito, filming people when they don't know they're being filmed because
That's called a
It's
peeping
just-
Tom, Luther.
yeah.
Jesus, dude. Did you just admit to a felony on here?
I guess I did say that a little bit wrong. My bad. I did. It
Yeah,
was
let's
it's
back
fun
that up,
filming them
guys.
without them.
Yeah, Luther got real quiet.
Watch out, guys.
Hey, Luth, just.
I think maybe we
Don't say
ready to
anything.
end the call now. Huh? No, I'm just kidding.
Either way, it sucks to hear that the social media people have been mean to you, but heck, man, we'll get you some sick two-stroke clips. Maybe we'll revive it. Get you. I feel like your followers you did really good in the little bit of time you're running it.
yeah.
People
How many
like you, man.
do-rags do you have? Like, could we all at the Vurb, could you bring enough
The
for all of
Suron
us?
class? The Suron class is
Yeah, I
do-rag
will.
must wear a do-rag?
Yeah, I'll bring it up. I'll
like
bring
that.
them all up. I got a spot here in town.
Or maybe it's
25 a piece.
Whoa. Maybe it's $5 off your entry
$5 off with a do-rag if you show up in a do-rag.
Maybe we should call it right here, right now.
Oh yeah.
No, we're calling it.
Let's run it by Drew and family. What do you think? $5 off if you show up in a do-rag or wrestling outfit.
Or wrestling outfit because it is SummerSlam.
It is the SummerSlam.
Oh, that's a good call.
Well, heck yeah,
I
Luther.
think people would definitely vibe with it.
Yeah.
I think we just figured out a lot here, Luther.
Yeah.
I love it.
Good job, man.
There's
Well,
going to be so many do-rags at SummerSlam now.
Well, you know who
love
else?
it, man.
You know who else wore a do-rag?
Hulk Hogan.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Come in America.
Maybe for every Hulk you get $10 off. If you're
Oh,
Hulk.
that's-
how many Hulks can we get?
How
at
many little
SummerSlam?
Hulkamanias out there?
Well, heck yeah, Luther. We'll see you July 7th through 9 there in Casey, Illinois at Lincoln Trail Motorsports. We are going to have a good time. Hopefully you're there
buddy.
on practice, and we'll see you on both motos. And you know, maybe we'll let Luther ride the Suron.
Oh,
I don't know if the
No,
Suron can
I think
handle Luther.
I don't either, but I also think we
That's
need to have
one
some
of the electric
qualifying.
machines I've
Just throwing
been
that out
seeing.
there.
Yeah, have you seen the electric ones, bub?
Oh yeah, I seen them.
Oh,
I had
buddy.
when we were over there in over at Chad Reed's track.
Yeah, so I kind of feel like his height might help
Oh,
a
yeah,
lot. Yeah.
Well, Luther, if you want to get one before the Shred Tour, you go to ampbikes.com.
Yep.
Use the code VurbMoto.
You get
all
100
lowercase.
$100 off.
$100 off, buddy.
Same for all you folks out there.
Yes, this applies to everyone, not just Luther.
And me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to buy one too.
Yeah, I need
We're
to.
all buying one.
All right, Luther, we'll be seeing you
See you,
soon, man.
buddy.
Good catching up. I can't wait to hear how
Talking to you guys.
I can't wait to hear how life's been for you and catch up on the fam and all that. Talk to you later, buddy.
Thank you guys. See ya.
Man, that's some good old
Round of applause for Luther.
That's a good old Midwest boy right there, dude.
Yeah.
He reminds me of so many guys I grew up with.
He reminds me of you. You're also a Midwest guy.
Yes. You
Shit.
also grew up near, you grew up near Casey, right?
Yeah,
How
like
far?
4 hours, 3 hours.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's like dead center in between St. Louis and Indy.
You and Doug go riding there?
No, Doug, man.
Hey, is Doug aware that he's been canceled by the entire internet?
I talked to him yesterday.
Okay,
he's aware. He's wanting to know when he gets his royalties, and I said, man, we don't even get paid to do this.
Well, once I create the cancel Doug tease, I've already started on.
So, but for those who don't know, my dad stopped doing the motorcycle wave.
Not cool.
Damn it, Doug.
But and he just he just couldn't do it anymore. I told him about it, and then I sent him the clip, and he goes, "Yup." He said that's all he said was "Yup."
Wow, Doug's standing his ground.
Yeah, he said "Yup," and then where's my money?
Well, I wonder if he rode a Sur-Ron, do you think he would initiate himself back in and do the honk honk?
I definitely think he would for sure.
Let's hear it.
That's not the Sur-Ron. Who's Sur-Ron on it? There it is.
Wow,
oh yeah,
that's a lot. Let's not.
Wow,
that was loud. Yeah, that felt good. Yeah, he would definitely. Actually, he'd be annoyed with the honking for sure.
Makes you go faster.
And he would like the Sur. He would for sure like the Sur-Ron though.
All right.
I also like the Sur-Ron.
Me too.
Do we say that enough?
Probably not.
Can we say that enough?
It's like we're the nerds of high school, man.
It's like it's when you get a new toy, and that toy is so much fun.
Well, it's crazy how
you just want to talk about it.
10 minutes on two wheels can totally change your whole vibe. So like Chase and I have been riding the Sur-Ron in the Greenery 50s. We found a dirt pile.
We found a dirt pile, guys.
One lone dirt pile. And we just went and had a little shred sesh.
We had a little shred sesh. It was about 10 o'clock at night.
Yes, because it was still light in Idaho.
It's still light in Idaho for those who don't live.
But we get back and we're just like, I'm so happy right now.
Dude, we had smiles on our faces.
So big.
It was.
I can tell you this: you guys look like Harry and Lloyd every time you come over here, coming down the road.
Wes has been like walking his kids and his dogs, and they're just chasing.
All right, well, enough of that. Let's get to the point. Everybody's here to listen to the Yamaha edit contest. Big news in
wait,
Vurb
does
land.
anybody know that? Does anybody know this?
I said it at the top of the show.
Yeah. Well, breaking news though.
It is breaking news. Yeah, we haven't announced it anywhere yet. But yeah, thanks to Yamaha, freaking, what do they call it on Steve's shows? Bike of the Year?
Yes, Bike of the Year.
Bike of the Year, Blue Crew. So thanks to them, we're heading down to the Goat Farm here in a few weeks with all kinds of epic toys. We're going to shoot a whole bunch of footage. And luckily, I don't have to edit it all.
Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Man, I'll tell you, edit contests are just so cool. I remember when we did the first one with a long time ago in Florida, and it was just so cool to see what everybody came up with. And like, because you know how it is when you and I shoot, like we always have a vision in our head, and it's still, we have stuff we want to get, but we don't know what we're going to get. And that's part of the fun. But then to see what other people did with the footage is like, man, I would have never done that. And with this one, right, there are like no rules. You could do a six episode series. You could do a movie.
We're going to upload hours worth of footage. You download it, you edit it. So, like you said, it's really down to the vision of the editor, which is really cool for us. Like, whether it's us, Yamaha, GoPro, everybody's looking for editors in this day and age, whether it's long form storytelling for YouTube or even especially TikTok and Instagram. So, this is a very cool way to perhaps get discovered if this is something that you're really into. There's quite a few people that did the edit contest.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say.
Back then. That now have some pretty high profile editing jobs.
Well, even a lot of like us, like Danny Stewart won the Racer X Film Festival.
And then he helped me film the first one.
Yeah,
first edit contest. That is.
I wasn't allowed to edit. I wasn't allowed to enter. I was going to enter it, and then you and I were on our first shoot, and you go, you can't enter it no more. You just did a Red Bull shoot, and then I got paid. Chase had me judge one of the Racer X Film Festivals.
I used to run the Racer X Film Festival for like 4 or 5 years. And
one year, thank you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, we really appreciate all you out there.
1 year I was like, man, I want to, because it was like myself and it's like some guys that, let's say, we're not the top of the top film people, right? And I was like, man, I want to get, it was you, it was Crane, Danny Stew.
Oh, wait, I judged?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
You didn't get your free shirt?
Ryan Walters.
That's cool.
It was like the whole Vurb crew.
Who else was in it? There was one other person, I think, because we had 5. And dude, that was the coolest edit contest we ever did. Cause like, I think we narrowed it down to the top 5 and then gave you guys the top 5. Yeah. But like y'all actually gave feedback. You'd have to go online. I'm sure it's still out there. But
I remember the kid who won. He was from overseas.
Well, there was multiple years of this though.
Yeah, but we only did it. We only did the judging once.
I see.
Before that, it was fan voted, and we're like, dude, this isn't fair because some people were winning that just had bigger audiences. And we're like, okay, how do we make it fair?
Right.
And it was like, well, let's bring in the top dudes in the industry to judge this thing. And I think it was a kid from France one. I can't remember his name.
He is good. I still follow on Instagram.
Yeah, I think he's still around.
It's funny. We all picked the same guy to win.
Oh, yeah. It was a clean sweep.
It's a clear sweep. Like there's some in the edit contest that from the VurbMoto edit contest, especially the second year, that still stand out in my head. That like, I don't know why they didn't win. The one guy got second, and I'm like, he should have won.
I remember that too. Actually, we were sitting at the Vurb branch judging that.
Yeah. So what's crazy though is like, you know, I don't know, 4,000 entries I think on the first year that we did it.
Shut up.
And watching them did become mind numbing. But like, here's a note for all you guys: captivate us in the first 15 seconds, because I can tell you this. We know within 15 seconds if it's worthwhile to keep going.
Yeah,
so
all these editors will learn there's this little thing called first cut to action.
Yes.
That is will become your biggest and worst nightmare on when it comes to feedback, but it's super important because we're at the point now where we used to be like, what do you mean first cut to action? Now we're like, dude, put action in it to begin with.
Yeah, it was the same thing with the Racer X Film Festival, dude. I knew within 10, 15 seconds if it was worthy. And a lot of times, like, I'm going to be quite honest, when you get that many submissions, if it's not cool within 10, 15 seconds, I ain't watching the rest of it.
All right, well, we won't let Chase judge ours. I will watch every single second, every minute of all of them.
That's such
guys,
a lie.
if you spend the time to do it, we will watch it. But hopefully, we'll have some really cool prizes from Yamaha, us, and GoPro, and a few other people at the end of this. So maybe even a camera. We'll see what happens. Either way, that's going to be really cool. Here in about a month, we'll have the footage online, and we'll have it run for about a month and a half.
Who all be there? You, me,
Steven Erickson, Danny Stew, Brent Stallo.
There we go.
We're doing all kinds. Eric Conesty is coming to do FPV, so hopefully I have a free flight Ember camera there as well. So we got a lot of fun things going. Cable cams, this, that, and the other.
You know who that means? The Deegs.
Hopefully so. Hopefully so.
That'd be cool.
There's going to be a million Deegs edits.
Million Deegs.
There's going to be a bunch.
Speaking of Deegan, let's transition to Loretta's. He had a dominant Loretta's run.
It's crazy. He's just a year removed from Loretta's.
Gosh, that is crazy. But what's cool about Loretta's is we just saw a media tower that they put up specifically for us. Weege and them get the bottom floor this much, but
so they still can't see the racetrack.
They knew we needed a huge spot for editing, air conditioning with great office chairs, so our backs don't hurt all week. So we get like 90% of that. So I'm sure. Let's show the photo right here. Yeah, I can't believe they built that for us.
I love how they made it black and metal. It's going to look really good.
Is it the VurbMoto Media Tower? Is that what I
believe
heard?
So.
Is that
That's what I heard too.
Okay.
I mean, we donated enough money and time. I've been there 23 years in a row.
That's 23. I went there. So
I think this will be my 23rd year.
I went there from every birthday from 16 to 22. My birthday's during that week.
And you're coming back.
And I'm finally coming back. I haven't been there in 10 years.
Wow. So what? 10 years?
Yeah.
You haven't been there?
I went there 8 years, and I haven't been in 10 years.
Wow.
So it's kind of cool to come back and see like a huge change. You know, I'm not going back to the same thing I left.
This is the most excited I've been to see something at Loretta's in a long time. Like, it was funny.
You mean our tower?
Yes, our tower. Yes. I was talking to
Hopefully
Weege.
they put bunk beds in there for us too.
I was talking to Weege about our tower. And, he's been calling races there for probably just as long as you've been going.
Right.
And he was like, dude, I've never seen, like, when they're calling races, they can't see the start.
Yeah.
They can't see, like, he's like, dude, I'm so excited to be actually able to actually see the racing.
Yeah. I cannot wait to roll in and then give me the tour of where we're going to be setting up all our computers.
Aren't we doing a ribbon cutting?
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know how they come and do the ribbons?
Tim Cotter was supposed to call me on Friday and talk about that. And
Cotter, please reach out. I know you watch the show.
Either way, that's super dang cool.
We've a lot of cool things that Loretta's have happened because having to go to Freestone and getting to go to Freestone this year and getting to see more of the amateur side and seeing these guys like Phineas pull up or come up, and I'm excited to see these kids race again and race at Dax, obviously. And
I didn't know Dax was racing this year at Loretta's, but he is qualified.
I thought it was pro.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
So another cool thing we're doing at Loretta's, bringing back Radio Fox. Ooh. That's really dang cool. So Kevin Kelly is going to be our host of Radio Fox. It's pretty much the genesis of the first podcast ever back in the early 90s.
Before podcast, which was called radio, for those who don't remember.
They used to call in like Damon Bradshaw, Brock Glover, those dudes on the telephone and broadcast it all around Loretta's. And Kevin has some great stories about it, so we'll make sure he brings it up on Winners Take Y'all next on his next run. But we get to bring it back this year.
I don't want to give away the whole design because I want people to be surprised. But can you talk a little bit about the design?
Yeah, I heard it's going to look kind of cool.
The design.
Yeah, the studio.
I mean, it is really dang cool. I mean, everything we do is cool.
I know. I'm just saying. And well, then you add the designers at Fox, who we all know.
They really get the props.
We
didn't design anything. I said, hey, it'd be really cool if we did this, and they went to.
Yeah, I mean, we had to give them like our logo.
Well, dude, it's amazing how they storyboard everything, and like I'm usually not into design. I mean, I'm not great at it, so watching that process of like. Yeah. How they're putting it all together, it's like, dude, this is cool.
Yeah.
So we're just be Kevin Kelly. I think Shimoda's coming on.
Christian Craig.
We
got a few other, and every day we'll have pretty much a handful of the top racers throughout the day to come and break down the motos and talk about the big moments of the day. It should hopefully it becomes a really cool component to adding on to Racer TV. You can watch that all day, every day live. But this will be a compacted 30-minute TV show coming to you from the Fox Tower every single night. Broadcast the next morning to live there.
Yes, live there.
YouTube on our YouTube the next morning.
And probably
we're gonna do like
network.
A blow up screen. I heard. And
it's gonna be a good time. Maybe tequila shots.
Is it going over the intercom for everybody?
I don't know.
It'll go across the airwaves, not the intercom.
Across the airwaves.
Across the airwaves. 88.7. Radio Fox.
Still that, huh?
88.7 FM.
Well, speaking of Loretta's, there's been
Radio Fox.
There's been some really cool battles at Loretta's throughout the years.
Rivalries,
and I mean, shit, even lap time set by Supermini riders.
Yep. Yep.
What are you getting at here, Crane?
I don't know that. You guys mentioned this to me earlier. You said AC set the fastest lap ever one year on the Supermini.
Yep. Correct. Fastest lap of the week on a Supermini.
Do you guys have the statistics?
I listen.
Race, year, anything for me? Like, give it to me. I don't remember this.
That would have to be a Jason Wagner, Kevin Kelly phone call because I heard them say it on Winner's Take Y'all. Which is what reminded me that I remember being there that year.
Yeah.
But I couldn't tell you what year it was.
I just took Crane's word for granted, so it's like, is it really true? I don't know.
Well, hey, give me a drop right now. We're about to do our Supermini Mount Rushmore, just like the Nationals do.
This is
of Loretta Lynn's.
In a world of Superminis.
There used to be 105 cc's, and now they go all the way up to 112. And they're meant for the Loretta Lynn's track.
They have a big wheel.
So there's been a lot of very fast.
This is my favorite.
Supermini riders.
Yeah,
hey,
man.
You know what? My first year, I think it was 98. I remember rolling up there, and there was no such thing as like a YZ80 big wheel.
No.
Or a Suzuki big wheel. And I went up to the line, and I remember seeing a YZ80 big wheel and being mind blown.
Holy shit. Big wheels are so much bigger than the little bitty YZ80
But come to find out, I didn't even realize you could like mod bikes like that. And, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, they take an 85cc motor and board up to 105 back then. 112. I think some people, like this kid Drew Askew, I remember 00. He did have a 112, and I think they had to replace the top end and piston every single moto.
Yeah.
Every single time he cranked the bike, they had to replace the top end.
The first one I ever saw was like the RM 105 which was basically a Kawasaki. But,
or that was the Honda 105, or the Honda did the 110, right?
I don't
know. The 4-stroke Supermini.
Oh yeah, the 150 Supermini.
The 150.
The Honda did have the CR80 Expert, so you could buy it with the big wheels.
CR80 Expert so bad.
I did have one.
I'm shocked
1996.
I'm shocked that never caught on. Like Cooper rode it, Carson Mumford. Like I'm just shocked no other manufacturer. Like if they just didn't want to do the R&D or.
I think the displacement something's weird when it gets that low.
Something's going on. Yeah. Like it was very weird.
Sick here in Cooper, like because all these Superminis. Then that was back when not everybody was on 4-strokes, and here Cooper just blasts through on this JGR.
We're gonna get
150.
You know what's cool is in 2008, Todd Ballard and Justin Fierro brought me the very first prototype GoPro Hero 2.
Oh, wow.
And had a wide angle on it, and Cooper Webb ran it for me. So I actually know where that footage is at. If you guys, we should insert that right here because it is dang cool to see how far it's
Did he have the teddy bear on?
He might have lost the teddy bear. But guess what? If you want to hear about Cooper Webb and his teddy bear, I think that's episode 2.
Episode 2.
So, all right.
If we had Superminis, I know
Mount Rushmore?
Yeah,
Mount
if we had a Supermini Mount Rushmore.
Let me start.
Who's yours? Yeah.
Yeah, you start.
All right. My first year, James Stewart was also on the number 32 Kawasaki Supermini. Wow. James Stewart was the dominator of everything two-stroke. He takes my number 1.
Okay, are we going this?
You're let me just list my
four. Mount Rushmore's 4.
Okay. I'm going Mike Alessi after that. That dude was unreal at Loretta Lynn's. Actually, anywhere on a Supermini, mind-boggling. Third for me is AC Adam Cianciarulo. He, I feel like he could have won the youth class, 125 youth class. That is on his Supermini, and then I'm going to round it out with Deegs.
Deegs.
Ooh.
A good choice. I would go. These are only from guys I saw. I never got to see James Stewart in Supermini.
Which is that's fine.
AC's obviously up there. Fortner would be up there. Nico Izzy, I think, was so sick on a Supermini.
Nico and Stroop, I left him off, but I don't know. I still think my top four.
And then my fourth goes back to video was actually Taryn O'Dell on a Supermini. He was on this Honda. He had a golden chest protector, which I thought was the sickest shit ever. And I think he was at Cooperland just throwing the fattest like whips I'd ever seen on a Supermini. I remember thinking I'll never see a Supermini ride like that again.
Yeah, wow.
And I have a lot since then.
All right, Chase, you're an amateur Supermini expert. Let's hear what you got to say.
Big amateur Supermini expert. I will go AC, the first amateur rider ever to be on the cover of Racer X.
Wow.
When I was there. So, like, hey, man, there you go.
Is it, so one, you just got one?
No, I'm going to continue.
Okay.
He did ask how many faces does Mount Rushmore have on before the podcast.
I did.
Hey, do you think AC would have been James Stewart on a Supermini? I'm just like legit question.
Dude, I don't know. I mean, if we're using
Mike Alessi,
I think you would have beat Alessi.
Wait,
Villapoto?
Yes.
Why do you think that?
I don't know. Just cause
Like, do you think like
I don't have a reason.
Do you think his technique on a Supermini becomes
has nothing to do with that? Nope. Nope. So we're continuing along.
Man, he did not let us go into what we were trying to go into.
It'll be AC, Stu,
Yep.
Alessi.
But do you even remember Stu on a Supermini?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, dude.
Damn, I don't.
Dude, one of the first tracks I ever went to.
Muddy Creek?
No, I can't remember.
Strawberry Hills?
Yeah, it might have been Strawberry Hill or something.
Camp Coker?
Could have been Camp Coker.
I remember Stu. I remember seeing video footage of Stu back in like 97, 98, 99.
Yeah,
and he was doing ridiculous things on a Supermini.
I went with Brent, and I'm like, who the F is this kid? And he's like, dude, that's James Stewart. And I'm like, who's James Stewart? Like back then, it wasn't like you could just go on Instagram and find out who these kids were.
He was this guy I had heard of.
You just heard of him, but you've never seen him. It was like everybody's like, it's kind of like the girlfriend at the beach, right? Did that girlfriend actually exist? Most of the time, not. Stu existed.
He
did exist.
So I don't think AC would have beaten Stu. No, I think he would have beaten Alessi. Stu was.
I was literally watching it coming down.
We got a Crane technical problem.
No demerits this time.
For Crane. Let me finish off. Okay, I was like,
I doubt even the people at home even know what happened. So let's just keep going.
So let me end the list. Stroop Loop.
Okay.
Stroop Loop was just, I just love Stroop. I don't even know if he was the fastest. Like he was just awesome.
His corner speed was unreal.
Dude, him and Izzy
YZ.
and Kennard. What did the golden era of amateur motocross or whatever you want to call
Supermini era back then, like 04.
Yeah.
Kennard was a little bit back.
Yeah, because he was
Izzy and Stroop.
He was and I interviewed Trey and I showed him a picture. And Trey was a little chunky.
He was.
I think that held him back a little bit until he got on the big bike and started training. But it's funny, Trey would even tell you that, where he was like, dude, I was fat. He was like, I just like to go down there and eat and play in the creek. He didn't even care.
He's one of those, all these retired riders, like, just to stay in the best shape ever. We saw him on the Honda broadcast. It's like, dude, who's this guy? It's like, that's Trey Kennard, man.
Yeah, still ripped, shredded.
We'll say back to James Stewart. I got a good one to kind of wrap this up. Winners take you all day. We're talking about how Kyle Kelly, Kevin's brother, got lapped by Ricky Carmichael at the regional or something.
At
Chicani in, whatever, 4 or 5 laps, right? Well, James Stewart, Lazy River for me. It wasn't even a regional. It was a area qualifier. And I think it was 5 lap motos, and he lapped me.
Wait, you raced Stu?
5 laps.
You raced James.
You raced Stu?
2001.
That's like a rite of passage. Dude.
2001.
I would get a trophy of that and be like, I got my ass kicked by James Stewart.
I was at James Stewart's very first 125 race at Chicani.
Really?
He brought Kyle Chisholm, and Kyle Chisholm was riding a Supermini, and I had never seen a Supermini go that fast nor a 125 go that fast.
Chiz and Stu go way back.
There's like this huge horseshoe at Chicani, and from the finish line all the way.
He just rode the edge of it.
Stu landed from the finish line on the 125 and never, ever let off. And then what's even cooler, all through this whole section, dude, I'd never seen anybody go that fast. I mean, everybody knows how fast Stu was on 125, of course. But it was mind-boggling. And I do have footage of that. I don't know where it's at, but it has like the timestamp and everything on it because it's from an old camcorder. Yeah. Unbelievable.
You think
just listen to two-stroke sounds.
Do you think Carson Brown would beat Stu?
No.
No. But I think Stu would beat Bob Hanna.
I had to bring it up. Sorry, boys.
Anyways, that was pretty dang cool. So yeah, so in it was 01. So Stu actually showed up. It was when he was actually on the pro circuit 125 before the Cowie deal happened.
Oh, wow.
So he was on a
Chevy.
was on a Capital Cycles. He had it on the front fender with the split fire graphics, and it was freaking so
Did
badass.
you just like spew all over yourself?
Yeah, I mean, even because like you said, it was like the spring break girlfriend, dude. You showed up and Stu was there, and it was just like
I love that era because like you could have these wild, outlandish stories, and it wasn't like you could just go to your phone like Crane's doing right now.
Yeah, just checking to see where we're at.
And look up Stu or Deegan or whoever. It was like legit. Like you would hear these stories at the track about this guy, and you're like,
and they would get so inflated.
Oh, dude!
I remember at one time I heard Stu
5'd it.
Dude, exactly. So
he 14'd it.
Monster Mountain used to have the Stairway to Heaven, and it was 5 steps.
I remember this.
And dude, like if you were good, you would go double and like single the top one. Yeah. Like Matt Walker would go triple double, like the pro guys. I remember telling me Stu jumped all of them.
Dude, I swear to God, I heard that rumor too.
It was probably
that rumor too.
It was probably Dylan Jackson. I have a feeling that's a Dylan story. Dylan, if you're listening, we found you, bro.
What a great story.
You're the one did it.
But yeah, I do remember like even watching movies back then of him doing stuff at Muddy Creek, like scrubbing over triples and stuff, and just being like.
Oh, and I told this story. We are about to check out and go watch Thunder Valley. It's amazing how great Stu is at the broadcast. And I was telling you guys, like, and all this is secondhand from Weege, but man, James really is like, he's taking it very seriously, dude. He's studying. He's doing all these. So like, to me, it's not, Stu's not lucking into how good he is on this broadcast. Like he is training. Dude, and it's so great to have Stu
training
back.
again.
Like how lucky are we to have RC, who also takes it very seriously.
Yeah, I agree.
Stu, Weege. I mean, we're Daniel Blair.
R.I.P. Daniel. He's not.
Well, no, for Supercross.
No, he's out.
Oh, well.
He left.
Bummer. I did not know that.
Yeah,
hey, Chase, you're in. Yeah, I feel like you're training right now for the broadcast.
Well, Crane, there is this website
called
vurbmoto.com where we do update news such as Daniel Blair leaving Supercross.
Yeah.
Demerit number 15.
Oh, man, this is my noise.
Well, speaking of Loretta's and all this, regionals are well underway. We can't wait to go back, check out our media tower.
Check out that website of ours, Wade Rayner. Got to give a shout out to the boy Wade.
Yeah.
Any more shout outs we got to give?
Well, one more shout out. My nephew, Budds Creek Regional today. He's been riding for about 2 years. So for him to even make regionals was like...
It's impressive.
Very impressive.
He didn't get lapped by Stu.
He did not get lapped by Stu. But he overjumped the finish in practice and broke his thumb.
How did you overjump a jump and broke your thumb?
I don't know.
That's actually...
Cade, you freaking loser, dude.
Gosh, man.
So I just shout out to Cade Stallo. What a loser.
All right. Well, again, we mentioned this at the top. We are the epitome of consistency with strategy, look, feel, everything.
Well, at least somebody wears a pickup kit every time.
We do have that consistency.
We do have that consistency.
Thanks to all these things, we're finally getting one viewer at a time. We're up to 37 views on the last pod broadcast.
And check out our new Instagram.
Oh, yes. The Vurb Pod Network on Twitter and Instagram.
And don't forget, we'll be seeing you guys at Lincoln Trail Motorsports, Casey, Illinois, July 7th through 9th for the Vurb Shred Tour. See you there.
Peace.
I gotta try this sound effect. I really wanted to.
Get over here.
We did it.
I love this song.
Dude, it's good.
Did we say that at the top?
Yeah.
It's a good song.
Let's just jam out to it.
She starts to take off her clothes. Her lips are begging. He thought she'd take it real slow.
I also need a beer. Chase, did you drink all my beers last night?
She's done this before.
We got more beers for me? Like my kind of beer?
Oh, no.
You check out the lyrics. Sometimes it's fun to talk all the way through this just for the hell of it.
I love how Wes thinks he's too good for Coors now. He's just too good for Coors. Can't drink Coors.
He needs good beer.
I'm an IPA snob.
I know you are.
Hey, but I
You're
will
not
say this.
Core, bro.
Loretta Lynn's, I drink Coors because you can drink 100 of them throughout the day.
And sweat it all out.
And never pee once.
Never pee once.
And they don't hurt. IPAs will make you hurt.
Oh, dude. I was hurting this morning from drinking 2 of your IPAs, bro.
Well, so that's what I was about to bring up. You like to drink a shitload of beers like I used to when I was 12.
Yeah.
So that's you. You still drink Coors Light so you can drink 100 of them in a night.
Yes.
I like to enjoy like 2 or 3 beers.
Correct.
So I really like and to enjoy.
I think there's a Honda Civic sound I can program in here. This is called Honda. This is called Honda horn.
I'm out.
That's the story for another day. Chase Stallo, the 1989 Honda hatchback Civic.
Bye, guys.